Hi, I'm Pete Hosey. Well, folks, welcome along here to the Russell Cunningham Properties Oreti Park Speedway for this, the Sidecar Super Cup meeting. It's going to be an absolutely awesome meeting. We had round one at Moore Park in Christchurch on Friday evening, and here we are today at Oreti Park. Absolutely awesome weather. The track's looking absolutely fantastic, and we've got a real good lineup of sidecars here today. We're going to have one of the best meetings of the season here. It's the cream of the cream of New Zealand, and we wish everybody that's competing here today, all our visitors, riders, etc., have a most successful day, and we hope it all goes absolutely great for you all. Stay tuned to the Pits TV.
Okay, folks, here we are at Oreti Park Speedway for the second round of the Sidecar Super Cup, and one of the main organisers of this is, of course, this man here, Spud Buchanan. So great to have you here, mate. Are you geared up, ready to go?
Yeah, I think we're all ready to go. The bike's looking good, so we've worked on it yesterday, most of the day, and we're here today. See what happens.
Okay, so just a bit of a refresher for those people that didn't watch the last week's show. So tell us a bit about this event.
This is round two of two-round series of the New Zealand Super Cup. It's sponsored by Tally's Fisheries and AB Engineering, and it's something that we want to gradually go over for the next 5 years, and improve and lift the razor standard of bikes here in New Zealand.
So this event, invitation only?
No, anybody can nominate for it, and then we choose the 16 best bikes for that. That's how we've done it this year. It doesn't mean that's how we're going to do it next year, so depending on how many bikes and the quality of bikes we get, but we're looking for the top best 16 bikes in New Zealand.
Now, of course, absolutely fantastic run the other day, 2 days ago at Moore Park Speedway. Must have been pleased coming away from there. Crowd very entertained, good crowd to watch as well.
Yeah, look, it was a good crowd for Moore Park, and it was a good track to ride on. It's most probably the best track this season Moore Park's put on for us, and that comes with lesser bikes on there, and a better format, I think personally, and good. 16 good bikes going around there.
Absolutely, it's been fantastic. All right, so you've got a good sponsor to look after yourself too. Andrew, who looks after you?
Tally's Fisheries, AB Engineering, GVI Logistics, and Philippa Burns, obviously.
Absolutely. Well, let's get the show on the road, eh?
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Best luck.
Okay, folks, here we go with one of the competitors, but swinging this time. This man usually associated with being on the 54C sidecar, Bevan Nuttridge. Mate, swinging on the 1NZ bike. Bit of an honour for you?
It definitely is and stuff, eh? Ricky and JD and that deserve being the ones that hold that number and stuff, so makes it hard to be able to be that same person, but 5 years off from being a swinger. I was a bit buggered on Friday, but hopefully the energy's back with me by today, and I can't wait to get back on my own bars.
Somebody told me that back in the day you were the demon swinger. They reckon you're absolutely fantastic at what you do. Is it hard to get back into that flow, or you're not struggling too much at all?
Oh, we were struggling. You got to remember I was on all the older style bikes, and that only did a wee bit of swinging on the Aussie style. So, hey, back in the day I got the nickname being the freak, and that was from apparently doing some weirder stuff on a bike. But, I've been 3NZ as a swinger and stuff, so it's not like something that I'm a beginner at. 23 years, as a racer, and 18 years as a swinger. So it definitely is a good fun. And, hey, like JD's a good peddler, so let's hope we can put us back on the top of the podium today. Third on Friday. Need to improve from that, so that's the aim.
Still not a bad effort considering you haven't swung for a number of years.
Yeah, no, well, five years off. Had a few little plays here and there, but yeah, 5 years off professionally and that. So yeah, let's get back into it. And from here, me and Ricky are off to the NZs, and that's our battle. Let's take that one NZ. Hence the back, guys.
Sidecar Super Cup Part 2 here at Oreti Park Speedway. This man here, the 29 of Luke Twaits. Luke, not a bad run for you to start with at Moore Park, but something happened to the bike. What happened?
We had gearbox issues. It started jamming up, and then sorted that out, and then had more problems with fuel. The fuel pump had actually rubber diaphragm had let go and blocked the fuel filter, and so he had a few issues there, so we had to pull out in the end. So yeah, not a good day at all.
Okay, so you'll be trying to do the best you can today to get up as high up the ladder as you possibly can.
Yeah, and as far as overall points, we're out of the game, but there's nothing stopping us from winning today's meeting, so we'll give that a nudge.
Now, I know that sidecars you shouldn't do this, but will you be influencing some of the way that some of the results will go?
No, not at all. No. I'll be out there to upset as many people as I can today, but we'll just be out there trying to win today's meeting, really. We'll forget about the other day.
Absolutely, and I see this bike looks $1 million this year. With the chrome and black and green and stuff, looks fantastic. And obviously you couldn't do it without some good help from some good sponsors. Who looks after you?
Yeah, we've got some good sponsors on board. We've got Jesco's Hydraulics, Thwaites Contracting, Silverite Blasting Panel and Paint. They done all the frame for us, and automotive and industrial coatings, paints. And we've got McLeod Diesel and World Fitness. And Creation Signs, they done the wrap and that for us and done a good job at that too. So, yeah.
Okay, well, best of luck for today's racing, mate. Let's hope it's a lot better than Moore Park, but home track got to be good anyway.
Yeah, home track advantage always helps. So, yeah, it'll be all good. Cheers.
Big thanks must go to AB Engineering and Tallies for their support getting in behind this Sidecar Super Cup. Without them donating towards it, the prize money, etc., it probably wouldn't have come to fruition. So a big thank you to AB Engineering and Tallies as well for sponsoring the 2 rounds of the Sidecar Super Cup. Heat 1 coming up for contention here. The AJ Auto Electrical sponsored heat of the AB Engineering and Tally Super Cup. Heat 1 about due to get underway. Derek and Matthew Ramsey down there in gate 1. I wonder if that bike will still go all right. It had a bit of altitude sickness yesterday going up Baldwin Street to Dunedin, but the tapes are up and they're underway. And the first one down in the turn, it looks like the 24 of Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat, starting off where they left off at Moore Park, but they've got spat out the back. Ramsey have gone to the front. Fraser and Johnny Gillespie are down there, and we're in second place, but Brad Sharp's fought back up into second place. Back there in third place is Corey Lang and Gus Elliott, but out in front, Derek and Matthew Ramsey, they're leading the way as they come out of that permacoat roofing turn. Down that Scarecrow gardening back straight they go. Down into turns 3 and 4 they go once again with a handy break on Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat on that 24 bike in second position. In that third position, Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow trying to do everything they can to reel them back in again. And further back we go to Corey Lang and Gus Elliott on the other 24 bike from Christchurch. Down through turns 3 and 4 they come once again. Derek and Matthew Ramsey well and truly got a good break on the field here now from Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat still in that second spot. Corey Lang and Gus Elliott have gone up into third. Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow back out there in the fourth position. The checkered flag. Derek and Matthew Ramsey take the win from the 24 of Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat. Third place going to Corey Lang and Gus Elliott on the other 24 bike from Christchurch, to 24C bike, and fourth place going to Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow in that fourth place. Well, fast and furious stuff. I just wish I'd remembered to bring my stopwatch. It would have been absolutely fantastic to get a time on that. Heat 2. 58, 72, 3 and 73. The 58, Aidan Thwaites and Shane Twiss. The 72 of Chris Early and Nathan Davis. The 3NZ of Jamie Mullen and Jacob Cooper. And the 73 of Lionel Green and Shane Breach. This, the Automotive and Industrial Paints Limited sponsored heat. Aidan Thwaites and Shane Twiss are in gate 1. Chris Early, Nathan Davis, gate 2. Jamie Mullen, Jacob Cooper, gate 3. Lionel Green and Johnny Casey in gate 4. Shane Twist just doing a little bit of guarding there, getting him lined up. Up the tapes go. Lionel Green had a wee jump at the start, but he thinks he's got away with it. First one down to the turn. Lionel Green, Shane Breach. Aiden Twait, Shane Twist right there with them, along with Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper. They're side by side with Aiden Twait, Shane Twist as they go down into turns 3 and 4. Jamie Moore goes out wide. Lionel Green comes out in front. He's leading the way. Aiden Twait, Shane Twist are still there in that second spot. Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper there in third. And further back we go to Chris Early and Nathan Davis in that fourth position. Lionel Green, Shane Breach coming under a wee bit of pressure from the 58 of Aiden Twait and Shane Twist as they come down that upholstery home straight. Back down into turns 1 and 2 they go. Aiden Twace looking to slide underneath Lionel Green and Johnny Casey as they go down that back straight once again. Through the Sea Brown Builders turn they go. It's Lionel Green, Shane Breach, narrowly from Aiden Twace and Lionel Green and Johnny Casey. In that third position, still Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper. Down through turns 3 and 4 they'll go for the final time. It's still Lionel Green and Johnny Casey leading the way from Aiden Twaits and Shane Twist. Oh, Aiden Twaits and Shane Twist took it on the line. They took victory. They snatched it out of Lionel Green and Johnny Casey's grasp as they went across the line. Absolutely fantastic stuff. He hounded them all the way. He kept it in tight as they came out of turns 3 and 4, and he absolutely just nailed them on the line just by a last gasp effort. Well done to Aiden Twaits and Shane Twist. Second place going to the 73 of Lionel Green and Shane Breach. Third place there went to Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper, and the 72 of Chris Early and Nathan Davis. The point system today is working back 3, 2, 1. So if you want to write those points in, that's the way they're working, 3, 2, 1. Coming up in Heat 3, the 19 of Scott Ado, Dylan Carney, Gate 1. The 46 of Russell Stewart and Andy Parker are in Gate 2. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey are in Gate 3. And Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers are in Gate 4. This is the Becker's Motorcycle Tours New Zealand Limited sponsored heat. Heat 3 of the Sidecar Super Cup, sponsored by AB Engineering and Tallies. We can't thank them enough for what they've done. Whoops, looks like Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey have got a problem. Looks like they're going to head back infield. So unfortunate for them, not too sure what's going on with Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey there. No doubt somebody will come and let us know. So the other ones lining up there, sitting patiently, Scott Ado, Dylan Carney. We've got the 99 bike, that's the reserve bike today. That's the bike of Lester Schroeder and Corey Crowther, so they will come in as reserve for Kev McDonald and Carl Hosey. These boys from Blenheim. Tapes up, they're underway. Oh, Stewie Parker got it a bit wrong, but anyway, down into turn 1. Scott Ado, Dylan Carney and Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers. But it looks like Russell Stewart and Andy Parker, have got it. They've been gone back to third place. Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers out in front. Scott Ado, Dylan Carney in that second spot. The 46 bike of Russell Stewart and Andy Parker in that third position. And the reserves of Lester Schroeder and Corey Crowther round them out. But look at Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers, a handy break now. Those Russell Stewart and Andy Parker, they slip through into that second spot. Scott Ado, Dylan Carney back to that third position. Through they come once again. Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers, got a handy break now on Russell Stewart and Andy Parker as they head down that extreme carts back straight and down through the Sea Brown Builders turn they go. Russell Stewart, Andy Parker trying to reel in Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers, the 19 of Scott Ado, Dylan Carney still there in that third position. And rounding them out is the Lester Schroeder and Corey Crowther on that 99 bike. Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers through that Newfield Autos turn they come. With Russell Stewart, Andy Parker hot on their tail. In second spot, third place going to Scott Ado and Dylan Carney. Fantastic racing, fantastic times. A lot of pace on here. Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers taking a very comfortable win there, although Russell Stewart and Andy Parker were hounding them down every step of the way. Closing the gap they were, but they didn't get there close enough. The 19 of Scott Ado and Dylan Carney coming in third place, and the reserve at Lester Schroeder, Corey Crowther on that 99 bike. Right, folks, Heat 4 of the Sidecar Super Cup, the AB Engineering and Tallies sponsored Sidecar Super Cup, and this particular heat sponsored by C. Brown Builders Limited. Andy Buchanan and Denny Cox on that 39 bike. They will go out of gate 1. The 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge will go out of gate 2. The 89 of Wayne Lett and Tony Carter from Palmerston North are coming out of gate 3. And the 95 of Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin will come out of gate 4. A good line up here, as I say. Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox, they dominated every heat and the final on Friday night at Moore Park. Let's see if they can do the same thing here today at the Russell Cunningham Properties Oreti Park Speedway. They're lining up. Pete Stenning, our assistant starter, trying to keep the ball honest there, making sure nobody's touching the tapes, lining them up evenly. Tapes going away they go. Once again from the outside, Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin got a flyer of a start. Andy Buchanan and Denny Cox tucked in there in second place. And beside them was James Douglas, Bevan Nuttridge in that third spot. And the 89 bike of Wayne Lett, Tony Carter round them out. Through they come. It's Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin that are leading the way from Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox in second place. Oh, he led a wee bit wide. That's all the encouragement that Andrew Buchanan needs. He's down into turns 3 and 4, heading them as they come through. They are on upholstery front straight here. Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin go back to second spot. Third place is still the 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge. But it's Andy Buchanan, Denny Cox leading the way. Irwin Tree, Brett Pubbin still in that second spot. The 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge still there in third place. They look to try and get round the outside of Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. They don't quite pull it off though. Through they come. It looks like Andy Buchanan slowed a little. The track getting a wee bit rutty there, but nevertheless, Andy Buchanan will take the win. Andy Buchanan and Denny Cox in that first place. Second place to Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. Third place going to James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge. And fourth place there going to Wayne Lett and Tony Carter. Well, Irwin Tree, Brett Pubbin, they were the first one down into that turn 1. But on that second lap, he went that little bit wide, and Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox, that's all the opening they needed. They were in through the inside and gone.
After the devastating Christchurch earthquakes, there has always been one name you can rely on when it comes to scaffolding in Canterbury. Elliott Scaffolding have a purpose-built fleet of vehicles and a fully trained crew that can get the job done. From that small project to the bigger ones and some of the unique ones. Phone now and speak to Trevor and the team at Elliott Scaffolding Christchurch. Welcome to Hamner Springs and to Hamner Holiday Homes. Situated just 90 minutes from Christchurch, call our team to arrange your next holiday with action aplenty. From those who like to relax through to the thrill seeker. Choose from over 200 holiday homes with taste that caters for all. Bring the kids or relax with your partner and admire the fantastic views on offer. Book now to secure your next adventure. www.hamnerholidayhomes.com.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Narthai from Suck It Up Limited. If you're in the Canterbury area and need any hydro excavation, water blasting, vacuum loading, any septic tank cleaning or CCTV of your pipelines, please give me a call or contact us on our Facebook page.
Suck It Up Limited, 740 Marston Road, Christchurch. Call them 24 hours a day on 027 588 8809.
Hi, Scott here from X Factor Cars, Southland's V8 specialists, stockists of the South Island's biggest selection of Holden HSV, also with a wide range of everything Ford, FPV and classic American muscle. With an in-house finance specialist, we can tailor build a package to suit each and every budget, from no deposit, structured payments and up to 60-month terms. If we don't have it in stock, our team will search high and low to find what you want. Check out our testimonials, xfactorcars.co.nz.
Rightio, here we go with the 11i bike, the Flying Spider Control sponsored bike of Fraser Gillespie. Fraser, first and foremost, just wanted to congratulate you on a fantastic performance at Moore Park Speedway for our Sidecar Super Cup the other day, and a good start already today.
Yes. Well, it took me a while to get my bike and my setup right in Moore Park. Once I got it sorted, we're away, and it looks like the same thing's happening here.
Has it been something you've been chasing for a wee while and just managed to be able to find out possibly what the problem was?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I've had fuel problems. My engine's died at the start line and things like that, but I'm getting on top of that now. But now I've got to sort my gearing out, and get to grips with this heavy track.
Are you enjoying the fact that there's 15 of the top sidecar riders down at your home track, sort of a bit of a chance to maybe give it to them a wee bit?
Yeah, no, it's great having all the people here from up north and Canterbury, because you sort of know where you are in the scheme of things then, and it's good for the sport. Gets more people interested, more people come out to air track and have a go, and it's just growing the sport.
Absolutely. And yourself, you're stoked with the way you're going, or is there a bit more to come out of the Fraser Gillespie team?
Oh, that remains to be seen.
Alrighty, good sponsors on the bike too. Who looks after you, bud?
Yeah, DG Gillespie Upholstery, Flying Spider Control, that's basically it, yeah.
That's all you need though, eh?
Yeah, that's all we need, yeah.
Congratulations, mate, and look forward to seeing what you can do today.
Cheers, thanks.
Right, another one of the heat winners here at Oreti Park Speedway for the Sidecar Super Cup is this man here, but it's the swinger this time, obviously on the 6P bike of Derek Ramsey and Matthew Ramsey. Matthew, good win up first up, mate. You'll be stoked with that one.
Yeah, the track was bloody good, nice and deep, so we were able to get the drive down and just hauling ass down the straight, so it was good.
Okay, so a bit of a difference from Moore Park to the guys at Oreti Park with the track and stuff?
Yeah, their prep is a little bit different at Oreti than up at Moore Park, but bit more depth here, but it's rutting up quite a bit, as seen in that last heat. But hopefully it stays good throughout the day and good day's racing.
Now, is anything going to change on the bike? Are you happy with the way the bike's going?
Yeah, just setting the bike up for some drive and just trying to win, really.
That's it. Well, didn't quite do it the other day, so you'll be looking to make amends today, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Put Spud on for a good time, hopefully.
Absolutely. Got some good sponsors on the bike too, mate. Who looks after you?
Provincial Insurance, Mike Todd, Gary Douglas Engineering, CNR Development, Brunel Contracting, Viper Classics, Urban Electrical, Fused Electrical, AFC Motorcycles, and Diesel and Turbo.
Some good sponsors there, mate. Well, hey, congratulations on that heat win, but job only, part way done, isn't it?
Yeah, a few more heats to go and hopefully the final. Yeah.
Well done. Okay, Vic, so with one of the heat winners here, or the first round of the Sidecar Super Cup of this man here, Luke Twaits. Luke, you must be pretty happy with that one. Once again, we spoke earlier on about the woes, I suppose, in Moore Park, but certainly a good way to bounce back today.
Yeah, absolutely. Stoked the bike's performing and doing what it should do, so what we done yesterday must have worked. So, yeah, no, the track's awesome. Really good sidecar track, nice and heavy with the dirt, so you can use the power.
Now, having a look on the track there, it seems a couple of wet spots sort of out wide and a wee bit dry on the inside. Is there a bit of a line outside as well as inside?
That time there I was sort of taking the inside line. It's early in the day. That inside line will slicken off later and we'll just chase the dirt out as the day goes on. But yeah, no, it's a really good track. Haven't rode one like that for a while actually. It's been good.
And the bike's feeling good?
Yeah, really good.
Okay, good sponsors on you too. Who looks after you?
Twaits Contracting, Jesco's Hydraulics, Industrial Paints, Silverite Blasting, and World Fitness. Yeah, what else?
And Creation Science.
And McLeod Diesel.
Yep. Yeah. And Creation Science, but we'll help you out with that one. Hey, congratulations on the heat win. Look forward to see what you can do for the rest of the day.
No, good as, cheers.
Lining up here, Erwin Tree, Brett Pubbin on that 95 bike. In beside them, Derek and Matthew Ramsey from Palmerston North on the 6 bike. The 58 of Aidan Twaits and Shane Twiss are in gate 3. And the 23 bike of Kevin McDonald and Carl Hosey are in gate 4. This, the Done Right Decorating sponsored heat of the Sidecar Super Cup Heat 5. Tapes up, they're underway. It looks like Erwin Tree and Brett Pubbin from gate 1. They've got a brilliant start. They've got Derek and Matthew Ramsey right in there beside them, and then going round the outside of them, Aidan Twaits and Shane Twiss. Down into turns 3 and 4 they go. It's Derek and Matthew Ramsey with Aidan Twaits and Shane Twiss right there amongst them. Erwin Tree, Brett Pubbin back there in that 3rd place. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey round them out. So it's the Ramseys that come out of the Permacoat roofing turn just ahead of Aidan Twaits and Shane Twiss, who kept it in nice and tight. Down through that Sea Brown Builders turn they go. Matthew and Derek Ramsey still just narrowly in front of Aidan Twaits and Shane Twiss. There's a fair rooster tail coming off out of that bike. You don't want to get filled in by that, Aidan. As they go down that extreme cast back straight, Aidan's lost his vision. He gets his helmet clean and away he goes again. So it's Derek and Matthew Ramsey still leading the way from Aidan Twaits and Shane Twiss. Erwin Tree, Brett Pubbin still there in that 3rd place. Kevin McDonald still there in that 4th spot. But it's the Ramseys as they head down that Scarecrow Gardening back straight for the final time. Through that E. Hayes and Sons turn they come. Derek and Matthew Ramsey will take the win from Aidan Twaits and Shane Twiss in 2nd place. 3rd place will go to Erwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. And 4th place going to Kevin McDonald and Carl Hosey. Well, still fast and furious, but a big rooster tail coming off the Ramseys filled Aidan Twaits, and he still managed to hold on to that 2nd place. He had no vision there for a bit. Must have been fairly scary heading down that back straight trying to wipe the goggles clean. But anyway, a good win to Derek and Matthew Ramsey though. Incidentally, it's a wonder that bike hasn't got altitude sickness. As I said, it was the I saw a video this morning of it heading up Baldwin Street in New Zealand, and Dunedin rather, the steepest street in the world. So this obviously hasn't suffered too much. Right, Heat 6 of the Sidecar Super Cup. In gate 1, the 1NZ, James Douglas, Bevan Nuttridge. In beside him, the 19 of Scott Ado and Dylan Carney. In beside them, the 24 bike of Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat. And in beside them in gate 4, the 3NZ of Jamie Moon and Jacob Cooper, or Ropes as he's more commonly known. This heat sponsored by Dyno Tech. This heat of the Sidecar Super Cup. All happy, And away they go this time. Who's going to be the first one down on that turn? It looks like it's going to be James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge that get to it. It's the third sharp Lance Jeffcoat narrowly. Oh no, Jamie Millen and Jacob Cooper have gone into second place. Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat have gone back to third, and Scott Odo, Dylan Carney round them out. So, leading the way, it's James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge in second place. Jacob Cooper, Jamie Millen as they head back down through that GoPro turn. In third place, Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat, fourth place. Scott Odo, Dylan Carney, there's been no change. They're spreading them out a little here now as they come out of that Permacoat roofing turn. JD and Bevan Nuttridge. Down through turns 3 and 4 they come. The white flag will come out. They've got one left to run. In second spot, Jamie Moore, Jacob Cooper. Third place still Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat. Fourth place still Scott Odo, Dylan Carney. There's been no change. Nobody seems to be making a move on anyone. As they come through turns 3 and 4, it's James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge. They will take the win from Jacob Cooper and Jamie Millen in second place. Third place will go to Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat, and fourth place going to Scott Odo and Dylan Carney. Well, the 1NZ, James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge victorious there over Jacob Cooper and Jamie Millen. Third place going to Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat, and fourth place to Scott Odo and Dylan Carney. Sidecar action at its best. Heat 7 of the Sidecar Super Cup, the AB Engineering and Tally sponsored Sidecar Super Cup. The 46 of Russell Stewart and Andy Parker are in gate 1 all the way from Auckland. The 39C of Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox are in gate 2. The 72 of Chris Early and Nathan Davis are gate 3, and the 11 of Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow are gate 4. This heat sponsored by E. Hayes and Sons Limited down there in D Street in Invercargill. Lining them up, getting them up to the tapes. Pete Stenning, Russell Stewart, Andy Parker. And beside them, Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox, Chris Early, Nathan Davis, Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow. Tapes going away they go. It looked like the 46 of Russell Stewart and Andy Parker. They were the first ones into the turn. But look at Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox. They're up high and wide. They're into second spot. Chris Early, Nathan Davis are there in third. Fraser and Nigel Cookow are there in fourth spot. So it's Russell Stewart, Andy Parker that are in that second spot. Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox are in that second spot. Chris Early, Nathan Davis are third, and Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow are in fourth place. There's been no change, although Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox are closing up on Russell Stewart and Andy Parker as they come down through this Arrow Upholstery home straight. Russell Stewart and Andy Parker, they go up high and wide. Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox keep it down low as they go down through turns 3 and 4. Once again, Andrew Buchanan closes that gap. He gets a little bit closer to Russell Stewart and Andy Parker. There's a fair rooster tail coming off all. They get it a wee bit wrong. They lose a bit of ground. Russell Stewart, Andy Parker still up high. Andy Buchanan, Denny Cox down low. Through turns 3 and 4 they go for the final time. Is he going to do it? Russell Stewart and Andy Parker are going to take the win from Andy Buchanan and Denny Cox. Well, how close was that as they went over the line? Third place went to Chris Early and Nathan Davis, and fourth place going to the slow finishing Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow. Obviously having problems there once again. Unfortunate for them. Well, take your hat off to Russell Stewart and Andy Parker. They held out that very fast finishing bike of Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox. They kept closing up. I thought they were going to get them as they came out of turn 4, but it was very, very narrow indeed. But Russell Stewart and Andy Parker managing to hang on there. 3, Wayne left, Tony Carter, gate 4 on that 89 bike from Palmerston North. Oh, looks like Lionel Green, Shane Britt's got away fairly fast. Corey Lancaster. So they've hit the lead from Lionel Green, Shane Breach, Luke
down through turn 3 and 4 once again. The fifth one is the side of the straight through, he's found the gap. He's stuck it all final green chain. Brisbane pulling up. Devil Chalmers in that Corey and Gus Elliott. White flag comes out once again. Corey Lang and Gus Elliott further back in the field on that 24 lane. Tony Carter will take the win.
Hi, Scott here from X Factor Cars, Southland's V8 specialists, stockists of the South Island's biggest selection of Holden HSV, also with a wide range of everything Ford, FPV and classic American muscle. With an in-house finance specialist, we can tailor build a package to suit each and every budget, from no deposit, structured payments and up to 60-month terms. If we don't have it in stock, our team will search high and low to find what you want. Check out our testimonials, xfactorcars.co.nz.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Narthai from Suck It Up Limited. If you're in the Canterbury area and need any hydro excavation, water blasting, vacuum loading, any septic tank cleaning or CCTV of your pipelines, please give me a call or contact us on our Facebook page.
Suck It Up Limited, 740 Marston Road, Christchurch. Call them 24 hours a day on 027 588 8809. Welcome to Hamner Springs and to Hamner Holiday Homes. Situated just 90 minutes from Christchurch, call our team to arrange your next holiday with action aplenty. From those who like to relax through to the thrill seeker. Choose from over 200 holiday homes with taste that caters for all. Bring the kids or relax with your partner and admire the fantastic views on offer. Book now to secure your next adventure. www.hamnerholidayhomes.com. After the devastating Christchurch earthquakes, there has always been one name you can rely on when it comes to scaffolding in Canterbury. Elliott Scaffolding have a purpose-built fleet of vehicles and a fully trained crew that can get the job done. From that small project to the bigger ones and some of the unique ones. Phone now and speak to Trevor and the team at Elliott Scaffolding Christchurch. Okay, folks, here we go with one of the heat winners of this, the Sidecar Super Cup from Oreti Park Speedway. It is the 46A bike, all the way from Auckland. It is, of course, Russell Stewart. Russell, good win. You'd be pretty stoked to get that one under your belt.
Yeah, definitely. Number one spot wasn't starting very well, but we got a good one out of there. And, hey, you take them when you can get them, don't you? We had a terrible run on Friday in Christchurch there, but today might be a better day for us. We're down on points, but yeah.
You still got to be in to win, don't you?
Well, you do. We can't win it, but we can take points off other guys. So, we'll give it our best shot.
Now, I've seen you racing up at Western Springs a couple of times and stuff there. It seems to be a very fast bike. So you're obviously got a good setup for here for tonight?
So far, but the track will change, and he who keeps up with the track change is the one that'll be in front.
Is it reasonably easy to read the track at Oreti Park Speedway?
So far it is, yeah, we're pretty happy with what we've got. I think it may be a horsepower track, which not probably our cup of tea as a rule, but we're going to give it a go.
Absolutely, you've done a fantastic job as well. Now, to come a long way, you must have some good sponsors behind you as well. Who looks after you?
No, we do it on our own. Actually, we got a ride with Spud. So yeah, winning that one took points off him, so I'm not sure how our ride's going to go for the trip home. So, but that's how it goes with racing, isn't it?
She's a long walk back to Auckland.
Oh yes, I'm going to have to do some greasing, I think, maybe.
Absolutely. Okay, well, hey, congratulations on that heat win, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of the day.
Rightio, we'll do.
Okay, folks, here we go with one of the heat winners of this, the Sidecar Super Cup. Not too many rounds left to go, but it is the 39 of Andrew Buchanan. Mate, fantastic riding. You're saying track's drying out a wee bit though with that wind floating around?
Yeah, the track's drying out real quick now and it's starting to slicken off a bit, which is a bit of a pity. You know, the guys are trying really hard, but you can't do much about that, you know.
Absolutely, and I'm thinking they're trying to pump as much water as they can into there, a lot of track maintenance and stuff, so they're trying the best they can to put on a good track for you.
Yeah, and that's the whole plan of the 16 bike format, 20 heat format, is so we can prep it after every round and get that water back into it.
Okay, so happy with the way the bike's going today?
Yeah, we struggled early on, but we've gone back to a different type of setup, which actually worked that time, but the first two rounds we really struggled. But,
okay, well, you said you come here to make amends for the New Zealand title, so...
Yeah, let's hope I don't do the same thing twice, eh? You might put the bogeyman on me again, but it is what it is. We're enjoying ourselves today. This is something new, so, you know, we just want to get it off the ground and get it running.
Absolutely, and of course, good sponsors on your bike too, mate.
Yeah, Tally's Fisheries and GVI Logistics and AB Engineering are the sponsors today, so they're great.
Absolutely. Hey, well, congratulations on the heat win, and let's see what you can do at the end of it.
Okay, thanks, Jason.
Sidecar Super Cup Heat 9, 3NZ, Jamie Moore, Jacob Cooper down in Gate 1. The 89P of Wayne Lett, Tony Carter in Gate 2. The 6P of Derek Ramsey and Matthew Ramsey are in Gate 3. The 46A of Russell Stewart and Andy Parker, Gate 4. This, the AB Engineering Tallies New Zealand Limited sponsored heat of the Sidecar Super Cup. Tapes up and away they go. The Ramsey's got away fairly smartly, so did that 89 bike of Wayne Lett and Tony Carter. There's a big crowd up as they go through turns 1 and 2, but Jamie Millard and Jacob Cooper have come out in front, but Derek and Matthew Ramsey fight back as they go down through turns 3 and 4. Who's going to come out in front here? It's still Jamie Millard and Jacob Cooper in first place. Second place is Derek and Matthew Ramsey. Third place is Wayne Lett and Tony Carter, and fourth place is Russell Stewart, Andy Parker. Look at Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper are getting into their work as they come out of that ILT Foundation turn. They've got Derek and Matthew Ramsey still there in that second spot. Wayne Lett, Tony Carter in that third position, and Russell Stewart, Andy Parker round them out. Down that back straight they go through the Sea Brown Builders turn. Derek and Matthew Ramsey try to close up on Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper, but they've still got that 2 or 3 bike lengths lead with 1 lap left to go. Through that Sutton Bolton fastest turn they go. Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper, they just get a little bit out of shape. They still maintain that lead though. Derek and Matthew Ramsey don't seem to be closing up too much at all as they come out of turns 3 and 4 once again. So there's a good win to Jacob Cooper and Jamie Millen. Second place going to Derek and Matthew Ramsey. Third place going to Wayne Lett and Tony Carter, and fourth place gear going to the Auckland combination of Russell Stewart and Andy Parker. Well, Jamie Millen, Jacob Cooper, there was a big bunch up as they went down through turns 1 and 2 for that first time. Wayne Lett and Tony Carter looked like they were the first ones in there, but they were the last ones out almost. And then Russell Stewart and Andy Parker got things a little bit wrong and ended up at the rear of the field. Right, heat 10 of the Sidecar Super Cup, the AB Engineering and Tallies sponsored Sidecar Super Cup Heat 10. The 29 of Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers are down in Gate 1. The 58 of Aidan Twaits and Shane Twist, the brother, in beside in Gate 2. The 39 of Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox are in gate 3. And then the 24 of Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat are out here in gate 4. This heat sponsored by McLeod Diesel Limited. Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers sitting down there ready. Aidan Twaits, Shane Twist just moving into line. Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox set there alongside Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat out here in gate 4. Pete Stenning looks all happy. Away they go. Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox from the gate 3 got away fairly smartly, and they were the first ones down through that turns 1 and 2. Coming out round the outside, Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat, but they lost a little bit of ground. They struck a problem. But anyway, Aidan Twaits, Shane Twist, they're up in that second plate. Loose Twait and Neville Chalmers back there in that third position. Now Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat get underway, but I think they've left their run too late. Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox, just riding the middle of the track on that cushion as they go down that back straight. Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers, he overhauls Aidan Twaits and Shane Twist as they come through turns 3 and 4. It's still Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox that lead the way. Through that Permacoat roofing turn they come with Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers in that second position. Aidan Twaits, Shane Twist in that third spot, and Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat round them out. Out of the executive car turn they come. It's still Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox with 1 lap left to go. He looks so smooth and polished as he comes out of the Dunright decorating turn. Down that Scarecrow Gardening back straight for the final time. Through the Newfield Autos turn they come. Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox, they'll notch up another win from Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers, narrowly from Aidan Twaits and Shane Twist in third place. And fourth place going to Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat. Well, Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox, how do you stop them, man? They look so polished, they're so quick. Aidan Twaits and Shane Twist, very lucky to hang on to second place from the fast finishing Aidan Twaits and Shane Twist, Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers, should I say, very lucky to hang on to second from Aidan Twaits and Shane Twist. Right, Heat 11 of the AB Engineering and Tallies New Zealand Limited Sidecar Super Cup, sponsored by Murray Arbuckle Decorating this one. Lionel Green, Shane Breach, Lionel Green and Johnny Casey, in gate 1. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey on the 23 bike are in gate 2. The 11 of Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow are in gate 3. And the 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge, the Freak, are in gate 4. So lining up here, Murray Arbuckle Decorating sponsored heat of the Sidecar Super Cup. Lionel Green, Shane Breach set, just waiting on Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey, moving into line. Tapes going away they go. Fraser Gillespie got away fairly smartly, but he seemed to lose a little bit again. Lionel Green and Shane Breach, they were the first ones in there. Coming around the outside is the 1NZ of James Douglas, Harley Biddle, Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey there in that third spot. It's Lionel Green, Shane Breach leading the way at the moment from James Douglas and the Freak in second spot. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey in that third place, and Fraser Gillespie, Nigel Cookow in that fourth spot. There's not much between the whole 4 of them as they head down that back straight once again. Now there's a bit of a gap opened up. 1 and 2 are close together. It's Lionel Green, Shane Breach coming under a bit of pressure from JD and the Freak as they head through that Southern Bolton fastest turn. James Douglas keeps it down low. He tries it to get slip underneath Lionel Green and Shane Breach as they come out of that turn. He didn't quite pull it off there. As they come through turns 3 and 4 once again, Lionel Green, Shane Breach get a wee bit of a bump from James Douglas and the Freak as they go through turns 3 and 4. James Douglas goes up high and wide. Lionel Green, Shane Breach reclaim the lead as they come down low. Then again James Douglas gets back in front as they come through that Newfield Autos turn. It's James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge that'll take the win from Lionel Green and Shane Breach. Third place will go to Kevin McDonald and Carl Hosey. And fourth place goes to Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow. Well, what a battle that one was. James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge trying everything. The lead chopping and changing a couple of times between them and Lionel Green and Johnny Casey. I'm sure, sorry I said Shane Breach on the odd occasion. You get that in your head. And it's Johnny Casey on the back with Lionel Green. Yeah, what a fantastic race. Absolutely brilliant. And JD coming out victorious. James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge. Second place going to Lionel Green and Johnny Casey. And third place to Kevin McDonald and Carl Hosey. Right, heat 12 of the Sidecar Super Cup. Irwin Tree, Brett Pubbingate won on the 95 bike. The 24 of Corey Lang and Gus Elliott are in gate 2 on the 24C bike. The 19I of Scott Ado and Dylan Carney are in gate 3. And the 72 of Chris Early and Nathan Davis are out here in gate 4. This, the Newfield Auto sponsored heat. Tapes up and they're underway. Who gets the best of it? It looks like Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin once again are going to be the first ones down to the turn, but there's a whole heap trying to get round the outside of them. Scott Ado, Dylan Carney, they're in that second spot. Third place is Chris Early, Nathan Davis, and fourth place Corey Lang, Gus Elliott. Through they come. It's Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin, narrowly from Scott Ado and Dylan Carney in that second spot. The 72 of Chris Early and Nathan Davis are in that third place, and Corey Lang, Gus Elliott in that fourth spot. The 1 and 2 have closed up on each other, and so have the 3 and 3rd and 4th bike. There's a wee bit of a gap between the two of them though. It's still Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin leading the way from Scott Ado and Dylan Carney as it goes round through that Permacoat roofing turn. Corey Lang, Gus Elliott have got up into that third position, and fourth place now is Chris Early and Nathan Davis. The white flag comes out. It's still Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin leading the way from Scott Ado and Dylan Carney. Third place Corey Lang and Gus Elliott on that 24 bike. Down that extreme carts back straight they go. It's still Irwin Tree, Brett Pubbin now with a handy lead from Scott Ado and Dylan Carney. The checkered flag will greet them. It's another good win there to Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. Second place going to Scott Ado and Dylan Carney. Third place goes to Corey Lang and Gus Elliott, and fourth place going to Chris Early and Nathan Davis. Well, that's another round of the Sidecar Super Cup done and dusted.
After the devastating Christchurch earthquakes, there has always been one name you can rely on when it comes to scaffolding in Canterbury. Elliott Scaffolding have a purpose-built fleet of vehicles and a fully trained crew that can get the job done. From that small project to the bigger ones, and some of the unique ones. Phone now and speak to Trevor and the team at Elliott Scaffolding Christchurch. Welcome to Hamner Springs and to Hamner Holiday Homes. Situated just 90 minutes from Christchurch, call our team to arrange your next holiday with action aplenty. From those who like to relax through to the thrill seeker. Choose from over 200 holiday homes with taste that caters for all. Bring the kids or relax with your partner and admire the fantastic views on offer. Book now to secure your next adventure. www.hamnerholidayhomes.com.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Nartai from Suck It Up Limited. If you're in the Canterbury area and need any hydro excavation, water blasting, vacuum loading, any septic tank cleaning or CCTV of your pipelines, please give me a call or contact us on our Facebook page.
Suck It Up Limited, 740 Marston Road, Christchurch. Call them 24 hours a day on 027 588 8809.
Hi, Scott here from X Factor Cars, Southland's V8 specialists, stockists of the South Island's biggest selection of Holden HSV, also with a wide range of everything Ford, FPV and classic American muscle. With an in-house finance specialist, we can tailor build a package to suit each and every budget, from no deposit, structured payments and up to 60-month terms. If we don't have it in stock, our team will search high and low to find what you want. Check out our testimonials, xfactorcars.co.nz.
Righty, folks, here we go with one of the heat winners, and of course getting better and better as the day goes on here at the Sidecar Super Cup at Oreti Park Speedway is the 3NZ of Jamie Muam and of course Jacob Cooper, and great to have you guys down here first and foremost, and it just seems to be you're starting to get the hang of that track now.
Yeah, we've come a long way, so it's pretty good to be down here, and it's always a good track here. It's probably the best in the country, to be honest. It's good shape, good everything else, and it's a great facility here too. So.
A bit ruddy, but for some of these guys, are you finding that a bit okay?
Yeah, we actually don't mind the old rough tracks. We've ridden at Western Springs and a few other tracks, so we're kind of dialing into it. It's taken a little bit to get your head around the bike today for some reason, but the first race I got my goggles blown off by a roost tail, so that kind of ruined the whole race. I was riding around guessing where the track was, but we'll come right.
Absolutely. Now, of course, the whole reason for this Sidecar Super Cup is to get you guys familiar with the format for potentially worlds that may come here, or even going over to Australia. So you're using this as a to be able to embrace that type of format, and perhaps maybe look to go overseas, or qualify for that World Cup.
Yeah, it's definitely going to. We've just mainly come down to get our head around it, because obviously it's coming in April that we're going over for it. So yeah, we'll be just trying to work it out today and work out how quick the format works, find out this bike setup, how quick we can change things. We learned a lot on Friday together, new bike and everything like that, so it's been a great thing for us, as well as the quick turnaround. It makes you think on your toes.
Yeah, we don't get much time to think, do you? You sort of get in, get the bike sorted out, Ropes plays with us here, and that's it, back out again.
Yeah, we've got a good little team going with Steve and the pit crew, and Jacob, Ropes himself, and yeah, we've got our own little things we do. It makes it a good team atmosphere as well if you got your own area to go straight away. One's on the fan, one's on this, and vice versa, and then yeah, so it's been great.
And of course, Ropes, fantastic job on the swinging side of things again. Just obviously coming to grips with the track yourself.
Yeah, mate, really coming to grips with it. Like it's hard. Every corner, every straight, everything's different. You can't do a start the same. We're working, and it's awesome. We took so much out of Moore Park on Friday, and to learn the amount that we learnt in such a short period at Moore Park, it takes you half a season to learn that sometimes, and for us to have a day's debrief and to be able to talk about things and everything. Yep, okay, we haven't started off too flash today. That's okay. Sometimes you've got to take 2 steps back to take a step forward. We're cool with that. It's motorsport, stuff happens. But so long as we keep progressing, you just take it on the chin and go and hit the next race just as hard,
Now, is there a big difference between the North Island and the South Island tracks per se?
Yes, big difference. South Island's blessed with 2 awesome quality dirt tracks, and if we had the money, we'd be here every bloody weekend. But racing on the clay up in the North Island is actually really good, and it sets you up for these events, because you can have a drivey bike, you can ride hard. There's some good quality racing going on in the North Island at certain tracks, and it pushes you. Sometimes you're going out and it feels like the New Zealand final every heat race, so you're learning.
Absolutely. And of course, Jamie, you got some really good sponsors to look after you on the bikes. Not bike, but bikes.
Bikes, yeah, we've got 2 bikes here. Just obviously got to have the spare one. Plus, I'd like to thank Scott for Scott Reed there, for doing all the work on the bike last night. We were up till 2 in the morning running the other one that's obviously going to Australia for the Worlds. So we got that bike a lot better set up, so we're pretty happy with that. It turns out the jetting and that was quite a long way off, so it was a great thing. Sorry to all the neighbours in Invercargill that were listening to a bike screaming all night. But yeah, so obviously thanks to Scotty Reed, Elite CNC, Erwin for putting us up, ropes for hanging on the back, and a big thanks to Steve for coming down here this weekend, being in the pits. It's much appreciated for everything he does. Yeah.
Well, hey, congratulations on the heat win, mate, and let's see what you can do at the end of it, eh?
Yeah, thank you guys very much. Cheers.
Okay, folks, here we go with one of the competitors here at the Sidecar Super Cup over the last couple of days at Moore Park and Oreti Park Speedway. This is Corey Lang in the 24 bike. Corey, interesting we format this. It's not something you're probably used to with this quick turnarounds.
Nah, yes, Friday was a quick turnaround. Today's not too bad with support classes and that. It's definitely a good meeting for us because a lot of faster bikes and that, and gets us going faster. But yeah.
Okay, so I suppose the thing for this is that in order to be the best, you've got to race with the best, don't you?
Well, that's right. We're definitely, over the last couple of days, picked up a bit of speed and different setup on bike, and yeah, it's going good.
So how's it going today at Oreti Park Speedway? A little bit different to the track you had at Moore Park the other day?
Yeah, very heavy track, quite rough, but I'm enjoying it. I've set it up for it, but a bit of bad luck today. Second heat, smoked the clutch up and still ended up picking up third, but got enough win off for Jamie and ropes and got back down for the third. So.
That's good stuff, mate. You got some good sponsors on the bike too. Who looks after you, bud?
Lionel and Bex, Canterbury Demolition. We've got Nick Hinton Construction, HB Exterior Plastering, and of course old man, Graham Engines, Rick Lang. So yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay, well, hey, congratulations on at least getting in and having a crack at it, and we'll look forward to seeing what you do over the next couple of heats.
Excellent, cheers.
Heat 1, 72, Chris Early, Nathan Davis, Gate 1. 29I, Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers, Gate 2. 1NZ, James Douglas, Bevan Nuttridge, Gate 3. Gate 4, 6P, Derek and Matthew Ramsey. This, the Rogers Motorcycles sponsored heat of the Sidecar Super Cup. Let the action begin. Tapes up, they're underway. James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge didn't quite get away from the way they expected. It's Chris Early, Nathan Davis in the first one through that turn. Coming around the outside is Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers, though. They go into first place. Second place is Chris Early, Nathan Davis. Third place is the 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge. And the 6P of Derek and Matthew Ramsey round them out. Very unusual for them to be trailing the field as they come out of that Permacoat roofing turn down that back straight. Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers still leading the way from Chris Early and Nathan Davis. Then the 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge. They get overhauled by Derek and Matthew Ramsey. Derek and Matthew Ramsey pushing for that second place. They've done it. They've got up in the second from fourth. That's a better position for them. Chris Early, Nathan Davis go back to third, but out in front, it's Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers with 1 lap left to go. Chris Early, Nathan Davis get it all wrong and go for an excursion to the infield. But Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers, they've just got to hang on as they go down that Zerno Sound Systems back straight through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers, Derek and Matthew Ramsey. Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers take the win from Derek and Matthew Ramsey in second place. Third place goes to the 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge. Well, what a race. Derek and Matthew Ramsey never quite got away the way they expected. They were at the tail of the field in a bold move. They came down this Arrow Upholstery home straight from fourth to second in the blink of an eye. and were trying to haul in Luke Thwaites and Neville Chalmers. They didn't quite pull it off, so a great win there to the 29 bike of Luke Thwaites and Neville Chalmers from Derek and Matthew Ramsey on that 6 bike, and the 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge. Right, Heat 14 of the AB Engineering and Tallies New Zealand Limited sponsored Sidecar Super Cup. The Scarecrow Gardening sponsored heat. Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat on that 24 bike in gate 1. In beside them, the 95 bike of Erwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. Lionel Green and Johnny Casey are in gate 3 on the 73 bike, and the 46 of Russell Stewart and Andy Parker are in gate 4. Just a wee bit of debris getting picked up off the track, is there? They're all happy. Apes up and away they go. Who gets the best of it? It looks like the 24 of Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat are the first ones through, as Lionel Green and Shane Breach look to overhaul them as they head down that Scarecrow Gardening back straight. There's a bit of a drag on down through that C Brown Builders turn. It looks like it's still going to be Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat. Lionel Green, Shane Breach go out wide, and Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat stay down low, but it looks like there's a bit of drive out there up high, but that's still Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat leading the way from Lionel Green and Shane Breach in that 3rd position. Then we go back to Russell Stewart and Andy Parker in that 3rd place, and 4th place the 95 bike of Erwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. Now Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat, they've opened up it a little bit from the 73 of Lionel Green and Shane Breach. Russell Stewart and Andy Parker still there in that 3rd place. And 4th place still Erwin Tree, Brett Pubbin. 1 round left to go as they go through that Southern Bolts and fastest turn. Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat, they've looked like they've found a sweet spot on the track as they head down through that GoPro turn. They go out a bit wide. They've left a bit of a gap there for Lionel Green and Shane Breach. But anyway, they're still going to take the win. It's Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat on that 24 bike that get the win from Lionel Green and Shane Breach in 2nd place. 3rd place goes to Russell Stewart and Andy Parker, and 4th place going to Erwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. Well, I'm sure you'll agree with me, folks. It's fast and furious sidecar action here at the Russell Cunningham Properties Oreti Park Speedway today. We have got the cream of New Zealand running here, and it definitely shows when you see the calibre of racing that's been happening here so far this afternoon. Absolutely mind-boggling stuff. People going out high and wide, finding drive, people trying to slip underneath, close racing. What more could you ask for? Right, race 33, heat 15 coming up for contention here. This one sponsored by Seabright Auto. The 89 of Wayne Lett and Tony Carter, the 89P bike. They are in gate 1. The 11i, Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow are in gate 2. The 19i of Scott Ado and Dylan Carney are gate 3. And the 58i of Aidan Thwaites and Shane Twiss are in gate 4. The AB Engineering and Tallies New Zealand Limited sponsored New Zealand Sidecar Super Cup. Tapes go and away they go. Who gets the best of it here? Scott Ado, Dylan Carney got away fairly smartly. They were the first ones to poke their nose through that turn 1 and 2. Then it's Aidan Thwaites and Shane Twiss in that 2nd spot. 3rd place Wayne Lett, Tony Carter, and 4th place is Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow. This time it looks like Aidan Thwaites and Shane Twiss have overhauled Scott Ado and Dylan Carney as they come through that Permacoat roofing turn. Scott Ado, Dylan Carney claim the lead back from Aidan Thwaites and Shane Twiss as they go down through that C Brown Builders turn. It's Wayne Lett, Tony Carter still there in that 3rd spot. It's Scott Ado, Dylan Carney that are going through that Southern Bolts and fastest turn. They're keeping the same very similar line as to what Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat did. Then And once again, 8 and 2, Shane Twist. They close it up as they come down through this turns 3 and 4. It's still Scott Odo and Dylan Carney. 1 lap left to go. 8 and 2, Shane's Twist. They're not going to give up. They're looking for a way underneath him. They don't quite find it. Wayne Lett, Tony Carter still there in that third spot. But Scott Odo, Dylan Carney, down through turns 3 and 4. They come once again out of that executive car's turn. And it looks like they're going to take the win from Aidan Twaits and Shane Twist in second place. Third place going to that 89 bike of Wayne Lett and Tony Carter. And fourth place there going to Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow. Well, what a race. And a good win there to Scott Odo, Dylan Carney on that 19 bike. Aidan Twaits and Shane Twist throwing everything at them, trying to get the lead. They didn't quite do it. Hey folks, you've been absolutely fantastic this afternoon. $1,300 in the 50-50 raffle. All we've got to do is draw the number. Have we done it? Right. We'll quickly draw this number out before these sidecars line up for this next heat. Who's going to be the taker of the 1,300 bucks? 38492. If you've got that one, clap your hands together and come round and see me. Thank you very, very much for your support, folks. You've been more than generous this afternoon. $1,300 is the prize money, and don't forget the other $1,300 going to those boys that are going to contest this World Sidecar Cup over at Gilman in South Australia. But anyway, lining up here in Heat 15 of the Sidecar Super Cup. Heat 16 of the Sidecar Super Cup. The 23 bike of Kevin McDonald and Carl Hosey. The 3NZ of Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper, the 24C of Corey Lang and Gus Elliott, and the 39C of Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox out here in Gate 4. This heat sponsored by Sono Sound Systems Limited. Right, tapes up and underway. From the centre, Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper got away fairly smartly, but so did Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosier in amongst the fray there as well in that third position. The 24 of Corey Lang and Gus Elliott are in that fourth place. But once again, Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox are leading the way from the 3NZ of Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper in that second spot. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosier, that 23 bike, are in that third position. And the 24 of Corey Lang and Gus Elliott are in that fourth position. But this time, that's the 39 bike of Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox, with Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper hot on his tail as they go down that Sono Sound Systems back straight. Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper, they close it up within a couple of bike lengths. The white flag comes out. It's still the 39 though in the lead from the 3NZ of Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moore. Out of that E-Hose and Sons turn they come. Back down into turns 3 and 4 they go for the final time. It's still Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox. Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper throwing everything at them. They take second place. Well, what a race. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosier will take third place. Corey Lang, Gus Elliott will take fourth place. But it was all happening up front. I was watching Jacob Cooper and Jamie Moore trying everything they could to try and get the drop on Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox. They didn't quite pull it off, but man, it made for a fast, exciting race when you see those guys so close together and trying everything they can to beat Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Absolutely brilliant.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Nartai from Suck It Up Limited. If you're in the Canterbury area and need any hydro excavation, water blasting, vacuum loading, any septic tank cleaning or CCTV of your pipelines, please give me a call or contact us on our Facebook page.
Suck It Up Limited, 740 Marston Road, Christchurch. Call them 24 hours a day on 027 588 8809. After the devastating Christchurch earthquakes, there has always been one name you can rely on when it comes to scaffolding in Canterbury. Elliott Scaffolding have a purpose-built fleet of vehicles and a fully trained crew that can get the job done. From that small project to the bigger ones and some of the unique ones. Phone now and speak to Trevor and the team at Elliott Scaffolding Christchurch. Welcome to Hamner Springs and to Hamner Holiday Homes. Situated just 90 minutes from Christchurch, call our team to arrange your next holiday with action aplenty. From those who like to relax through to the thrill seeker. Choose from over 200 holiday homes with taste that caters for all. Bring the kids or relax with your partner and admire the fantastic views on offer. Book now to secure your next adventure. www.hamnerholidayhomes.com.
So this will be a battle royale here. Scott Ado, Dylan Carney winning their last heat. They'll be looking to keep capitalising on that. Down in gate 1, Derek and Matthew Ramsey from Palmerston North. In beside them, Lionel Green and Johnny Casey. I've got to keep remembering it's Johnny, not Shane. Then Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox, gate 3. Scott Ado, Dylan Carney, gate 4. Tapes up and away they go. Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox, they get it pretty right once again, but Lionel Green, Shane Breach is sticking with them. Down from the inside, it was Derek and Matthew Ramsey. There's a bit of a cluster as they come out of turns 1 and 2. Derek and Matthew Ramsey still leading the way with Andy Buchanan, Denny Cox, Lionel Green, Shane Breach right in amongst it there as well. And take nothing away from Scott Ado and Dylan Carney. They're in amongst it as well. Through they come once again. Derek and Matthew Ramsey still lead the way from Lionel Green, Shane Breach in that second spot. Andy Buchanan, Denny Cox in 3rd place. Scott Ado, Dylan Carney back there in 4th place. So there's a few bumps and ruts there coming through turns 3 and 4. Derek and Matthew Ramsey still got a handy buffer now over Lionel Green, Shane Breach, Andy Buchanan, Denny Cox. Andy Buchanan, Denny Cox, they just poke their nose in front of Lionel Green and Shane Breach. Big rooster tail fills them in as they go down that extreme carts back straight. Down through turns 3 and 4 they come once again. Derek and Matthew Ramsey still leading the way from Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox, Lionel Green, Shane Breach, Scott Ado, Dylan Carney. That's the way they run. There's a fair spread out here now through that Sea Brown Builders turn for the final time. Derek and Matthew Ramsey, they are going to take the win from Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox in 2nd place. 3rd place going to Lionel Green and Shane Breach, and 4th place will go to Scott Ado and Dylan Carney. Well, a great ride from Derek and Matthew Ramsey. A well-deserved win there, boys. That altitude training yesterday afternoon up Baldwin Street must have done you the world of good, Derek. The 39 of Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox coming in 2nd place. The 73 of Lionel Green and Johnny Casey are in 3rd spot. And Scott Ado, Dylan Carney in that 4th place. Right. AB Engineering and Tallies New Zealand Limited Sidecar Super Cup Heat 18. This heat sponsored by Southern QA Limited. The 23 of Kevin McDonald and Carl Hosey in gate 1. The 24 of Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat in gate 2. The 72 of Chris Early and Nathan Davis in gate 3. and the 89P of Wayne Lett and Tony Carter are in gate 4. As I say, the Southern QA sponsored heat. Of the AB Engineering and Tallies New Zealand Limited Sidecar Super Cup. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey, gate 1. Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat sitting there ready in gate 2. The 72 of Chris Early and Nathan Davis in gate 3. And Wayne Lett and Tony Carter in gate 4. Tapes up and away they go. Who gets the best of it? Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat got away fairly smartly, but so did Kevin McDonald and Carl Hosey. So at the moment it's Kevin McDonald and Carl Hosey just with their nose in front of Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat. Chris Early, Nathan Davis are having a bit of battle with Wayne Lett and Tony Parker there as they come through. But at the moment, it's Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey that are leading the way from Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat in that second spot. Chris Early, Nathan Davis in that third spot, and Wayne Lett, Tony Carter round about. Down through the Newfield Autos turn they come. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey lead the way from Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat, who tighten it up a little as they come through those turns 3 and 4. Back through turns 1 and 2 they go once again. Still Kevin McDonald, Carl, looks like Brad Sharp struck a problem. Chris Early, Nathan Davis move up to second. Wayne Lett, Tony Parker move up to third. And Brad Sharp, Lance Jeffcoat pull into the infield and discussed. 1 lap left to go. Kevin McDonald, Carl Hosey, they'll be happy with this win if they keep it up. Permacoat roofing turn they're out of. Down the extreme carts back straight for the final time. Chris Early, Nathan Davis still there in that second spot. Wayne Lett, Tony Parker still there in third. So Kevin McDonald and Carl Hosey bring it on home. In first place, second place, Chris Early and Nathan Davis on that 72 bike. Wayne Lett, Tony Parker in third place on that 89 bike. And Brad Sharp and Lance Jeffcoat wheeling themselves back across the infield. Probably not too happy about that bike letting them down there. Just all of a sudden seems to stop, but that's racing. It's unfortunate. So, Heat 19 of the AB Engineering and Tallies New Zealand Limited Sidecar Super Cup. This one sponsored by Southern Machine Hire. Fraser Gillespie and Nigel Cookow will be in gate 1. Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers on that 29 bike are in gate 2. Gate 3 is the 95 of Erwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. And in gate 4, the 3NZ of Jamie Millen and Jacob Cooper. Southern Machine Hire sponsored heat. Race 42 in the program, Heat 19 of the Sidecar Super Cup. Tapes going, away they go. Jamie Millen and Jacob Cooper got away fairly smartly, so did Erwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. Down through that Permacoat roofing turn they go. It's Erwin Tree, Brett Pubbin that lead the way from Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers, but they've got Jamie Millen and Jacob Cooper right in amongst it as well. John Fraser and Gillespie and Nigel Cookow, they've struck another problem. At the moment it's still Erwin Tree and Nigel Cookow leading Brett Pubbin, leading the way from Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers. Look at Jamie Millen and Jacob Cooper. They just slid past Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers, and they've gone up into second spot. But out in front, it's Erwin Tree and Brett Pubbin leading the way from Jacob Cooper, Jamie Millen, Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers are not losing touch with them as they head through that South Coast Customs turn. It's Erwin Tree, Brett Pubbin still leading the way, coming under a bit of pressure now from Jamie Millen and Jacob Cooper. They keep it down tight. Erwin Tree, Brett Pubbin up a wee bit higher on the track. Jacob Cooper and Jamie Millen, they find the drive and out they come. Down through turns 3 and 4 they go for the final time. Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper in that first place. Second place is going to be Erwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. And third place goes to Luke Thwaites and Neville Chalmers. Well, another fantastic race, another fantastic heat, heat 19. Ever-changing lead. Jamie Millen and Jacob Cooper taking the honours there though from Erwin Tree and Brett Pubbin, who desperately tried to hang on, having to be content with second place, and Luke Thwaites and Neville Chalmers taking out that third position. Right, AB Engineering, Tallies New Zealand Limited, Sidecar Super Cup, Heat 20. The 58i of Aidan Thwaites and Shane Twiss in Gate 1. The 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge are in Gate 2. The 46A of Russell Stewart and Andy Parker in Gate 3. And the 24C of Corey Lang and Gus Elliott are in Gate 4. This one sponsored by Southland Roof Painters. The freak down there doing the gardening for James Douglas, getting himself a nice little spot to launch themselves off that line. Aidan Thwaites, Shane Twiss. Shane Twiss just cultivating the ground there, trying to maximise the launch speed out of the gate. The 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge just moving up now into Gate 2, and beside them the 46 of Russell Stewart and Andy Parker, and out here in Gate 4 the 24 of Corey Lang and Gus Elliott. This time tapes go and away they go. Who gets the best of it? Looks like the 46, but then the 1NZ also got a fairly good start as well. So they've come out in front. Coming up underneath them, it looks like Aidan Thwaites and Shane Twiss in that second spot. Russell Stewart, Andy Parker go back to third, and Corey Lang, Gus Elliott back there in that fourth place. So once again, James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge, they lead the way through that Newfield Autos Challenge turn. They go with Aidan Thwaites and Shane Twiss hot on their tail in that second spot. Russell Stewart, Andy Parker back there in that third position. Few lumps and bumps through turns 3 and 4. Out they come. Aidan Thwaites, Shane Twiss looking to get up the inside of James Douglas and Ricky Pubbin as they come down, Bevan Nuttridge as they come down through that South Coast Customs turn. Once again, the white flag will come out. Aidan Thwaites, Shane Twiss, keep it quite tight. James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge getting up in that loose stuff. Aidan Thwaites, Shane Twiss, they close it a little bit, then they lose touch a little bit. Russell Stewart, Andy Parker still there in that third spot. Corey Lang, Gus Elliott round them out. Through they come, checkered flag. James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge will take the win from the 58 bike of Aidan Thwaites and Shane Twiss. Third place goes to Russell Stewart and Andy Parker on that 46 bike. And the 24 bike of Corey Lang and Gus Elliott round them out. Well, a good ride there from James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge, taking the win there.
After the devastating Christchurch earthquakes, there has always been one name you can rely on when it comes to scaffolding in Canterbury. Elliott Scaffolding have a purpose-built fleet of vehicles and a fully trained crew that can get the job done. From that small project to the bigger ones and some of the unique ones. Phone now and speak to Trevor and the team at Elliott Scaffolding Christchurch. Welcome to Hamner Springs and to Hamner Holiday Homes. Situated just 90 minutes from Christchurch, call our team to arrange your next holiday. with action aplenty. From those who like to relax through to the thrill seeker. Choose from over 200 holiday homes with taste that caters for all. Bring the kids or relax with your partner and admire the fantastic views on offer. Book now to secure your next adventure. www.hamnerholidayhomes.com.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Nartai from Suck It Up Limited. If you're in the Canterbury area and need any hydro excavation, water blasting, vacuum loading, any septic tank cleaning or CCTV of your pipelines, please give me a call or contact us on our Facebook page.
Suck It Up Limited, 740 Marston Road, Christchurch. Call them 24 hours a day on 027 588 8809.
Hi, Scott here from X Factor Cars, Southland's V8 specialists, stockists of the South Island's biggest selection of Holden HSV, also with a wide range of everything Ford, FPV and classic American muscle. With an in-house finance specialist, we can tailor build a package to suit each and every budget, from no deposit, structured payments and up to 60-month terms. If we don't have it in stock, our team will search high and low to find what you want. Check out our testimonials, xfactorcars.co.nz.
It looks like Irwin Tree, Brett Pubbin are going to be out in gate 4. Looks like the 3NZ of Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper are going to choose gate 3. So it'll just be a matter of seeing where Luke and Aidan slot themselves in. Looks like Aidan's aiming for gate 2. So the 58 bike of Aidan Twaits and Shane Twiss. Into gate 2, Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers. The 29 bike is going to go into gate 1. Right, the B final. The extreme carts. Spots and heat, tapes up, the way they go. Who's going to get the best of it? It looks like from down on the inside, Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers. They've come out in front, Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin are there. So Jacob Cooper and Jamie Moore, though, they've overhauled them all and gone into the lead. Aidan Twaits and Shane Twist, they're done. So Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper, they're leading the way from that 29 of Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers and the 95 of Irwin Tree and Brett Pubbin. Unfortunate for Aidan and Shane, they've got to sit this one out. So Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moore and Jacob Cooper through the southern bolts and fastest turn. Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers, they look to try and close it up a little bit by keeping it nice and tight. Down that extreme carts, back straight they go, but it's Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moore that are leading the way here. There's 1 lap left to go. Luke Twaits, Neville Chalmers in that second spot. Erwin Tree, Brett Pubbin in that third place. And barring anything untoward happening, I would say it's going to be Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moon, who are going to go through into that A final. So, good work from them. Hard luck to the rest of them. So, Jacob Cooper and Jamie Moon, the 3NZ bike, goes through into the A final. So you can write that one into your programs, folks. In gate 4, it'll be the 3NZ of Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moon. Unfortunate for Aidan and Shane, striking a problem, not competing at all. Luke Twaits and Neville Chalmers coming in that second spot. Six of Derek and Matthew Ramsey, gate 1. The 1NZ of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge, gate 2. The 3NZ of Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moon, gate 3. And the 39 of Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox are going to come out of gate 4. Don't forget they will be riding that 46 bike of Russell Stewart's and Andy Parker's. So they start to move around the circuit. Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moon, moving up into gate 3. Gate 1. Derek and Matthew Ramsey. Ropes doing a bit of gardening there, getting everything sorted out for Jamie, for Jacob rather. Andrew Buchanan, Denny Cox right out here on the outside, folks. This is it, the A final. Tapes up, they're underway. Who gets the best of it? Jacob Cooper and Jamie Moon got away fairly smartly, but so did that second bike of James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge. But the Derek and Matthew Ramsey, they scorching underneath them. Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moon are right in amongst it there too. There's a bit of jostling going on through turns 3 and 4. You can throw a blanket over them. It's Derek and Matthew Ramsey are keeping it tight down there and go, Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox getting fairly aggressive. The red flag's out. Getting all aggressive down there in turns 1 and 2. Running up into Derek and Matthew Ramsey. Trying to make a bit of a gap. It didn't quite work. That put James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge around as well when they saw what was happening in front of them. So no doubt the stewards and referees, etc., will have something to say about that, and it'll be a a bit of a decision made as to what happens, or whether they all go back in again. I'm not sure. I'm not going to preempt anything. So it looks like Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox are going to get shown the infield, or shown the pit gate, from what the officials have decided. So a bit of hard luck for Andrew Buchanan and Denny Cox. So they've been shown the pit gate. It's obviously deemed to have caused that stoppage. This heat sponsored by Extreme Karts. Down there in Annan Street East in Invercargill. It's where you go if you want fun on four wheels. So, Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moore, they're set. James Douglas, Bevan Nuttridge, Derek and Matthew Ramsey. This time, take two and away they go. James Douglas, Bevan Nuttridge got away fairly smartly. They've got Matthew Ramsey right in there beside them, pushing them out to the wall. Oh, there's an aggressive bit of riding going on here in between times. Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moore try to make the best of it, and they come flying up the inside of them. Through this arrow upholstery, home straight they come. It's Derek and Matthew Ramsey leading the way from Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moore, and James Douglas, Bevan Nuttridge. Down that Sono sound system, back straight they go, down through the Newfield Autos turn. Derek and Matthew Ramsey leading the way from Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moore, James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge in that third position. Out of that Permacoat roofing turn they come. Derek and Matthew Ramsey leading the way. Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moore, they keep trying to close up on them, but Derek and Matthew Ramsey keeping it nice and tight. They go a little bit wide. Jacob Cooper, Matthew Ramsey try and close up once again as they head down through that Southern Bolton fastest turn. They look for a bit of a high line, see if they can find a bit of drive. Down through the GoPro turn they come now. Derek and Matthew Ramsey launch themselves out of turn 4 in the checkered flag. They'll take the win from Jacob Cooper and Jamie Moore, and third place will go to James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge. Well, how was that for a ride, folks? Take your hat off to Derek and Matthew Ramsey. They put on an absolutely brilliant afternoon of racing here, along with all the rest of the competitors in the Sidecar Super Cup. Jacob Cooper, Jamie Moore, they tried to throw everything they had at them. Didn't quite pull it off. Poor old James Douglas and Bevan Nuttridge in that first turn got forced right out wide and lost quite a bit of ground. That put them back to third place and put them out of contention, as it were. But take nothing away from these guys. They put on a brilliant display. So put your hands together, folks. The Sidecar Super Cup, long may it continue. We get the calibre of rider and passenger coming here to compete like that. Man, I could watch sidecar racing every day of the week if it became like that. That was absolutely a fantastic meeting. To everybody that's been involved in it, thank you so much. Thank you, the public, for coming and attending here and being part of this Speedway spectacle that we put on for you. I'm sure you'll agree with me, it has been an absolutely magnificent day of racing. And a big thanks to all the competitors, especially the ones that have travelled from far and wide, and all the supporters that have come with them. It's been our pleasure to have you here. We hope you've enjoyed your time in the Deep South, and may you return very, very soon.
Okay, thanks. So we go with third spot for today's event is this man here, James Douglas, and of course he's had a swinger, old freak, and not a bad effort really, considering that you're not a combination that normally teams up.
Nah, pretty good really. Freak's been probably swinging for 20 odd years, so he adjusted pretty quick. So yeah, the last couple of days have been pretty awesome. Really, couldn't ask for much more.
So is he? I think he's about had enough of it though, isn't he?
Yep, I think he's retired again now. Might be another 5 years before he's back on the back again, I think.
Alrighty then, so that final bit of an interesting one there, a few arges and barges and bits and pieces. Of course, we've seen you get cleaned out to the wall by maybe the 6P bike. That's the way we've seen it. Did you see it the same way?
Yeah, I think that was a wee bit dirty, you know. He might have been a wee bit worried I was going to beat him, and he probably saw his chance to push us out, had to get out of it before we hit the wall. So I'd rather come home in one piece than, end up hurt, so I'm not that desperate.
Absolutely. So the next race is another day, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Back into it in a couple of weeks at the Queensland title in Aussie with Harley back on the back. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Absolutely. So, well, hey, still nothing to be sneezed at. It's a pretty good effort with these 16 top bikes here. You've got some good sponsors to look after you, mate. Who does look after?
Yeah, we've got South Coast Customs, Southern Bricklaying and Plastering, Winter Motorcycles, Royal Bush Transport, Imperium Hedge Cutting, Gulf Fuels, Creation Signs. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, hey, congratulations on third spot.
Cheers. I just want to say a big thanks to Bevan Nuttridge, Freak, for jumping on the back with me, and Dylan and Craig for helping out in the pits. It's been a good couple of days, so yeah, thanks very much.
Absolutely, mate. Well done. Okay, folks, here we go with the guys that got second place. Of course, we've got Jamie Moon here, we've got Ropes, and we've got Steve, who's the pit crew man. Hey, Jamie, mate, I tell you what, you're coming on pretty strong towards the end of that race, and you just couldn't quite get him, could you?
Nah, we're just picking the wrong lines and going a bit too fast, I think, trying to scrub it off, but missed a couple of berms and tried it, failed, but we'll be back.
Yeah, well, considering you started you said at the earlier interview that you had a bit of a crap start, so to speak, but not too bad if you can get away with second spot on a track that you found pretty difficult.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad in the end. Just obviously the issues with vision in the first one. But that's our fault. We should have got the gate, but it is what it is, and yeah, we come on strong near the end.
Okay, Ropes, I see you give him a lot of support, man. You give him a pat on the back and give him a slap around the helmet if he does something wrong. So obviously you're doing your job out there, and you obviously love swinging on the back of that bike, don't you?
Oh, I love it to pieces, mate. Love this guy to pieces. Couldn't be on the bike with a better dude, eh? Like the trust we got in each other. We just can read each other. We can change our whole race plan halfway through the race. We just give each other the old tap, nod, flick, tickle, whatever really works. This dude can ride the arse off a bike, mate. He's bloody good. We're going places. Might take a while, but we'll get there. Seconds are first to us. Who cares? We've learnt heaps this weekend, and sponsors, everything got us here. Tracks grouse. This man here, Steve, absolute legend. Spends time away from his 3 kids. Comes all the way down to Christchurch, Invercargill for us. Love everybody does. We'd be screwed without him.
Okay, Stephen, of course, just a wee bit of talk to you. It's a bit of a hike down here, as he said, and stuff. You find it pretty easy to set up the bike and do all the maintenance and all that sort of stuff whilst you're, being down here?
Yeah, no, it's been going pretty good. I love travelling with these fellas, and helping them out as much as I can. So, yeah, I'll just keep doing it, I think. I'm really enjoying it.
Well, obviously, you're one of the key components of this team, and, to be truly a team, you've got to do your bit. You do your bit, those two do their bit. Like they said, it looks like you guys are going places.
Yeah, no, they're going really well, man, and hopefully I can get overseas with them, but we'll just see what happens.
Absolutely, and Jamie, just one more thing, mate. We want to thank your sponsors, because obviously without them you're nothing. So just give us a rundown of who does it.
You got the nothing bit right.
Once again, a big thanks to Elite CNC and Dynotech down here in Invercargill for the effort they put in last night. Old Scotty Reed done a massive job for us. Kev's Welding Works for everything he does for me. Well, that's my dad, obviously.
Happy 60th soon, old boy.
Yeah. Paul James for the boat ride. He sponsored us the tickets for that. And just thank you to everyone else that helps us out.
Okay, boys. Well, congratulations on second spot, eh?
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Okay, thanks. So we go with the winners of this round of the Sidecar Super Cup at Oreti Park Speedway. It is, of course, the team of Derek and Matthew Ramsey. Derek, mate, fantastic ride. It was a brutal one to start with that last race, wasn't it?
Yeah. Apparently, we took a bit of a hit, but Matt were all a hit, so I didn't get a knock at all. But don't want to be a swinger.
Absolutely, but I must say I did watch Matt go out after the meeting, and he looks like he's got that bike sort of pretty sorted out. It might be just about time to crack open the beers and watch from the sidelines, is it?
Oh, not quite. I got another year or two in me yet. I'm only 50, so as long as he's still keen, and after that, he can take it on. I would have had enough by then, mate. I've done it about 14 years then, 15 years, so it's his turn then to jump on if he wants to carry on, yeah.
Is it hard to compete at this level, though? I mean, obviously with these 16 top bikes down here, I mean, it can't be easy for you guys. You've travelled a long way as well, so there's a fair few factors in it are against you, but to come out with the win, that's a pretty massive achievement, really.
Oh, it is for us because we do bulk of our racing on clay at Palmerston North, a little bit at Wanganui. So for us to race on the cinder, these guys race on it, these locals week in, week out. Obviously, it's a bit of an advantage, but yeah, it's a lot to come down for us and know where the dirt goes and get your head around it to still get good drive to pass and come under people. Yeah, so that it is good though. Yeah.
What I'm led to believe, the whole idea of this event was for you guys to go to Australia and race on similar tracks with similar types of formats and stuff like that. You'll be able to take this, what you've learned here over the last couple of days from the types of track you've been racing on, and clearly make it work for you in Australia.
Yeah, well, here today the track had a lot of dirt at the start for the first 2 rounds, and the track went off to it was just slick. And they put more water on and got the dirt back, and then look at the final. You know, that's what you get when you get dirt on a track. You get really good racing and tough racing, and everyone's in for a chance. You know, it's not follow the leader stuff. You know, which no one wants to ride on that.
Absolutely, and of course, young Matt, I mean, like we said before, had a wee bit of a hit there, and you did try to maybe push a guy out of your road a wee bit there, but nothing too major. You'd be still wrapped with the result.
Yeah, it took quite a decent hit, but toughed that out and wasn't too bad, but then yeah, just got a bit of a push and just trying to win.
You don't want to be like your dad at 50 with a bung knee, do you?
Oh, I'm going in for an operation on my knee, full reconstruction after Australia, so.
Oh, you guys are rough, aren't you? Alrighty then, so obviously you know, happy with the way Dad went, way you went and gelled as a team today?
Yeah, the track went off further into the evening and we got it sorted and went well.
You've got a big long ride home now, mate, so you can go home with the number one from these 2 events, so it's got to be a good thing for you.
Yeah, it's bloody good to be able to come and win.
Okay, Derek, and we'll leave the final say to you. Of course, good sponsor to look after you, help you get down here. We'll hand you over the mic and you can tell us all about it, eh?
Yeah, all these guys here helping us, a couple of helping us to go to Australia, which is Goodman's and Brunel Contracting. You know, they're shipping the bike for us, but all the others are just myself, Ramsey Earth Moving, Provincial, Mike Todd Trucking, Gary Douglas, CNR Developments, AFC, Diesel and Turbo, Urban Electrical, and Viper Classics. Yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations, guys. You can go out here, winners.
Hey, thank you. You guys do a great job. Cheers.